I'm bored. Let's record? Let's record a Q&A. Number 1.
A.M. Houndshell asks, if a bunch of crows were murdered, would they have to put it in a newspaper, a murder of crows is murdered, since a group of crows is called a murder?
Yeah.
Look, the thing about calling a murder of crows a murder is who did they murder? Did they murder someone? Did a murder of crows murder someone and then was murdered? If so, was it a vengeance killing? What's going on here? Is there a crow conspiracy? Do you know something we don't, A.M.?
Do you know something we don't? Number 2.
A.M. Houndshell also asks, does anything become a question if I add a question mark? Tell me a joke?
A.M., what did we tell you about playing with punctuation? We're not gonna have to have another intervention, are we? Number 3.
A.M. Cummins asks, are there really such things as ghosts?
Well, A.M., the other A.M., or the original A.M., I don't know which one of you came first, they're probably not such things as ghosts. They can be explained away by camera defects, lighting phenomena, and hallucinatory thingies going on in the brain. A lot of times it's just not a very plausible thing. But who knows? We don't know everything. So it could be ghosty stuff going on, but it's not very likely from the evidence that's been provided. And from the evidence that's been debunked, nah, probably not. But could be. Number 4. I think it's definitely 4 this time. Definitely 4.
Sarah Grace asks, what's at the end of a rainbow?
Well, Sarah, you see, at the end of a rainbow is a big plot of grass or water or possibly okay, here's the deal. You can't really get to the end of a rainbow. If you move towards a rainbow, the rainbow moves further away. It's because it's an illusion. It's an illusion of light. No matter where you stand, if you stand somewhere else, that rainbow now shifts. And that's because it's actually light being refracted through tiny droplets of water after it rains or when there's fog or whatnot, such as if you've ever taken a hose and sprayed it up into the air and there's a rainbow in the hose, that's because it's refracting the light the same way that the rain would or the fog would. So yeah, when you see a rainbow, what's at the end of the rainbow? Nothing, because the rainbow doesn't end. Now, what I want to know is what's at the end of a moonbow, because that thing's a circle, and we've never reached the end of that. Number 5. This thing is way too far away from the... It looks better there anyways. Number 5.
It's All in My Head asks, what's your favorite pasta shape?
This is going to disappoint you, but it's actually just like angel hair spaghetti. It's very bland. Besides angel hair, I guess shells. I really enjoy shells. Rotini is good. Shells and rotini. Angel hair, though, number 1. Number 6. That looks really ominous when I'm right here on the mic. Goodbye, cruel world. No.
Anonymous asks, what has been your greatest accomplishment?
I wish I knew. Sometimes it gets really difficult to search through my accomplishments and figure out what it was. You know, I graduated from college with a degree in interdisciplinary studies focusing on Spanish, Russian, and psychology, so that was fun. But I've also studied over 10 languages, but I don't speak many of them that well. I'm pretty good at Spanish. That's an accomplishment, but is that my biggest accomplishment? I wrote a book. That's about to be republished, but is that my biggest accomplishment? I once made a flute out of a PVC pipe. I also made an ocarina out of a PVC pipe. It was like a pipular ocarina instead of, a different one, but I made it. Was that my biggest? I don't think that was my biggest accomplishment. I once grew a ton of blackberries from a vine that I planted, and then like 3 years later there was a lot more blackberries and I kept up with that. Was that my biggest accomplishment? Probably not. I have this YouTube channel and I've got like 127 subscribers. Is that my biggest accomplishment? It doesn't feel like it, but I have put a lot of effort into it. So what is my biggest accomplishment? I paid off my student loans. That was huge. That was absolutely huge, but was it my biggest accomplishment? I don't think it was. I don't have a biggest accomplishment. My biggest accomplishment has yet to be accomplished. And that's it for the video. I hope you liked the video. Hit the likey things over here and over there and comment down below some more questions for next Monday's Q&A, because it's gonna be amazing, but only if you give me questions, because otherwise it's just gonna be me sitting here staring at the camera. And I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, because like, if you don't, you probably won't see me. And hit the bell, because like, if you subscribe and you don't hit the bell, you don't see me still, because YouTube's kind of a pain in the window.